And we have returned, and we have to move frames around, so my apologies for that. I will get right on that. But otherwise...
I kind of like being Stark. I get to be Murderbot, or like role swapping.
I'm not a Murderbot, I'm a gentleman and a scientist, we have established.
You can keep telling yourself that.
I will.
You're the gentleman part of that. I can't speak to it. I'm gonna be honest. I can't speak to it.
I haven't been rude yet. Well, I don't think so.
I mean, you killed a cat's parents today, so
I did.
I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down for rude.
They nearly killed my friend, so they were equally rude, I would say. And I was in defense. They were just like,
That's true.
It sounds like you're about to make the argument that killing is in your nature.
I was programmed this way. It's not my fault.
I can't confirm he was programmed that way.
Okay.
See, the programmer says. A programmer says.
All right, fair. So as we return, you guys are in now this room. You've scared away the tiny cat. Calum's clavicle has been mostly repaired for the moment, and he also got a stim pack. Probably feeling pretty good about yourself after that stim pack. Probably feeling fresh.
Yeah, I feel like I've got the clavicle of
down quite a bit of health, though, right?
I'm about 7, so I'm about half good, half back to half normal.
Okay. At least you have a clavicle back.
Yeah. I feel like I got a clavicle of a 13-year-old.
I don't even know what that means.
Young clavicle.
Young clavicle.
Xanya was going to check the door before I blow myself up again.
Yes, Xanya was going to check the door.
Xanya is also completely stationary and has disappeared.
Oh no!
So I can check the door on my own.
Yeah, we're going to face check it again.
Right.
Hey, it worked the last time. Can I go have a look at the door?
Our frames are going to run away again.
Sorry, guys.
She'll be back.
Yeah, Kitsune Chloe has correctly analyzed that the cat will grow up to be Batman.
That's true.
You can't just say Batman. The way he wrote it is much more interesting.
Or Catman.
Hey, she has Chloe in her name. I would assume it's a she.
Sorry, she.
Okay, so you walk up to the door.
Oh, wheels.
We're back in actual positions, yes?
I'm back.
Nice.
All right.
Magic.
So as I'm rolling up to the door, Xanya realizes what she's doing, comes out of the state of trance, and states...
Naturally.
See? There we go. Nailed it.
Okay. So are you going to attempt to open the door then, Xanya? Or...
Yes, but I need to find my tools first.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
Yep, no problem.
You're just reopening all your stuff?
Yeah. So we're gonna roll for mechanics. Mechanics or computer?
So as you approach the door and you look at it, you are pretty sure that the control panel is not working. So the power has been cut, so it would be mechanics. To try and force it.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Okay.
Okay, that was
You really got that door open.
Successful.
So you managed to get the door open through your mechanical ingenuity. You pop off a panel and get into the mechanism behind it.
Hit it in all the right places.
Yeah, and it goes up eventually. And on the other side of this room is what appears to be a storeroom for tools. There's crates of what appear to be just hydro spanners, power converters, like all sorts of just kind of junk, essentially. Although to a droid it might be riches, to the average person, most of this equipment is not something that you would need in your day-to-day life.
I look for something that is actually useful in the junk.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure that I was pretty sure that was the next question I was about to get.
Yeah, actually, I want to scavenge through some stuff too.
I have the difficulty set for you guys, but actually, because I think you guys need a destiny point available,
We do.
Oh
I
boy.
am going to upgrade one of those dice, so maybe you'll find something really horrible.
Well, I have a talent called Utini, and I can remove 1 black die from checks to scavenge.
Okay, so you roll yours first then,
Okay.
and then I'll roll everybody else's.
Scavenge. Wait. So would this just be a standard perception check then?
Yeah, it's perception.
Cool.
Rip.
Wow. And now the rest of you guys can roll.
I'm not really looking. I'm more like watching our back because.
Oh wait, I got boost die in there still. Whoops. Do you want me to reroll? Or...
The boost die just helped you, and you still didn't get a good result, so that's fine. Oh, Calum. Calum with the success and the threat and the triumph. Okay.
The new clavicle.
The new young clavicle, like
Bionic clavicle man.
I wasn't kidding. Young clavicle is off the charts. So you root around through some boxes, and you get over near a box, and in the box are what appear to be 4 stim packs.
Oh, thankfully.
And
So good.
however, on the lid of this box are a number of tools. And as you open the lid of this box, a bunch of tools fall from the lid and fall down something you hadn't noticed before, which is that there's like it seems like the only way out of this room is an access shaft that goes down.
Mm-hmm.
And those tools fall down the shaft, and you hear them ping around inside the shaft and make a ton of noise.
It wasn't me.
It's kind of like a Fool of a Took moment, if you're familiar with the first Lord of the Rings film. Like, you find something cool, but there's kind of some bad side effects to that. And the rest of the contents of this appear to be old, out of, like, basically expired medical materials that you wouldn't be able to use or sell.
Okay.
But the 4 stim packs appear to be intact.
Cool.
And it looks like somebody was just stashing stuff here. Like, there's a lot of junk everywhere. It's possible that gangsters were storing stuff here, but it's not clear to you. Like, there's no obvious hints as to. So, the triumph is what gives you the stim packs. Just to be clear. The success does not. The success basically tells you that there's a lot of expired medical material.
Okay.
But I'm giving you the four stim packs for the triumph.
Nice. Do I have to wait a certain time before I can use one of those again?
No. However, every time you use one, they become in a given day, they become less effective. So the next one's going to heal you for 4.
Okay, I'll go ahead and use one anyway, because...
All right.
Use it.
Yeah, I was
I'm
a
going
little...
to take the other 3 just to track them on my sheet so that we know how many we have. So after you use that one, we'll have 5 in total left.
Yeah, that's fine. If you... Yeah, that way we... Because since I kind of used yours last time.
Does anybody else want to take a... Oh, everybody's looked except...
Everyone
Tetsu.
except Tetsu.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to look.
Can
I
I
don't
go
want
look down
to...
the hole?
Sorry?
Can I go look down the hole that the stuff fell down?
Yeah, you may. It looks like this is it's actually a smooth sort of tube. More than it is like, you sort of expected like an access way with maybe a ladder or something. Not that you would want a ladder as an Astromech droid, but like, that's sort of what you thought you would get. But this is like what appears to be a smooth tube, and you actually look down and you're like, strange, and then you look up, and you see it actually continues from a higher level. But there's like this gap where this room is. So perhaps at one point there was an actual tube connecting the hole in the ceiling and the hole in the floor, but there no longer is.
Does anyone want to go first?
And it is wide enough to put the Astromech droid down, but he would not have any control of his direction or bearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is essentially what you find yourselves faced with at this point. It appears to be the only way down.
We could send Tetsu first because she's so muscular and strong, and she could catch me when I land on top of her.
I think we should send the non-meat bag down first.
Yeah, wait.
Trapped. I'm actually
I-
okay with going first.
I,
I feel like I'm pretty brave.
Can I find something like to throw down first again, so we can like hear how far it is?
There is no lack of loose objects.
Yeah, but I don't
in
want to
this
throw
room.
down my compressed canister of carbonite first, for example.
Well,
That
you
would be a
just
good
put
idea.
You just put it down and find some junk in this room. There's like junk everywhere. Like it's like wall to wall junk. And
Yeah.
just drop some junk down. That's fine.
Yeah, and I want to sort of hear.
Okay, are you looking for a large object or like a bucket full of small objects? Like what's your...
Nothing that'll be
Bucket
too
full of
loud
that.
for other people to hear. Like we want to hear, but we don't want to like alert other people.
Okay, one
Yeah,
star.
like a
You
pebble-sized
throw
thing down.
a spanner down?
Yeah.
You hear it plink around inside, and eventually the sound gets pretty distant, and you don't think it like stopped and hit something. You think it kept going, but you can't hear it.
Well,
Oh,
It goes down pretty far, I guess.
has anyone got anything soft to land on? Like some kind of Zabrak, maybe?
Can I like tie a rope or something that would allow me to get through? Like so that I'm not like free falling?
yes.
How long is the rope we got?
Standard adventuring length.
Well, I mean it's Star Wars. We might get a longer rope.
Yeah, it's an extendable rope, you know?
It's an extendable rope.
Yeah.
It was made by elves.
No.
It unhitches itself.
Not more
Ooh.
extendable rope.
Can we like shine the light down? Like is there anything we see?
Yeah, looking down, you shine the light down and you look straight down, and it looks like it goes down for about 8 feet, and then it curves out of the way, and you can't really see where it goes. It does look like you could safely fall the 8 feet because it's kind of like on a slight incline. So it looks kind of like, to give you
Is
an
it kind
idea,
of like a slide?
like an out of character description of this tunnel, of this tube. It's like the tube that Luke falls down in Empire Strikes Back. Except
mean-
there's like this gap between the ceiling and the floor. Like there should have been a tube that went straight through, but it's gone.
Right. Once he got down to the bottom, that kind of tube.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm willing to like tie a rope around myself and go down first. I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
Go. I believe in you.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want you.
I don't trust any of them to hold the rope though, so I want to like find something to tie it to.
Okay, so you can tie it to like, there's like shelves that are bolted to the...
I have this canister of compressed carbonite if you want to tie it to that.
Please don't throw that down after me. Just,
So you tie yourself off, and you jump into the hole?
well, I don't jump. I like lower myself
Slide
into
gently
it and
in.
try to slide gently.
So sliding down the hole, and you're like slowing yourself as much as possible, it sounds like, with your hands on the wall.
Yes.
Crab crawl.
You're moving pretty slowly, so I'm going to get you a perception check as you go down. And you can do that. That was not right. You can roll that again. Okay.
Look at all that advantage.
So yeah, you don't really notice a ton on your way down. You do, with the advantage, you prevent yourself from taking a really hard jerk at the end of the rope, as the rope does come to an end, and you manage to stop yourself essentially before you kind of just, your midsection gets like jerked backwards. And you look down, so basically you went down, and then the path kind of leveled out, and then it went down again, and then kind of leveled out. At several of the like leveling out areas, you see like hatches where you could pop it open. But you're pretty sure, based on the data pad, you want to get to the bottom of this tube. So you could try and force open a hatch and look around, but you're pretty sure that you need to keep going down, and the rope has run out.
So am I in a flat section right now?
You're in a flat section right now. Or, like, it's not quite flat, but it's almost flat. Like it's.
How fast have I been traveling?
You've been slowing yourself down. So you're basically going almost at, like, kind of scooting along speed, but slightly faster than that, because you're kind of just...
Okay, I want to untie myself from the rope and continue down without the rope.
Okay.
We also have comm links too, right? So, like, once I'm down there, I can kind of, like, report back.
I have one.
So I'm going to continue, though, to, like, slow myself down. So I'm kind of, like, starfishing my way down.
Yeah.
Assuming, like, I can hold onto the walls and stuff.
Okay. You can continue to do that, and you eventually do get to the bottom. You think the total distance you travel is about 4 times the length of the rope. Maybe 5 times. It's kind of hard to tell exactly. As the hatch, like, the tube actually comes to an end in what looks like a hallway. The hallway has sort of like high arches. It's actually evident that there's been some damage to this section. But it would be a mechanics check to try and figure it out, and you're not.
I can try it, right?
Yeah. Are you going to tell your party that you're down here?
Yeah. Do I know if they came down, if they would be okay? Like, can I just tell them to, like, brace themselves?
Yeah, you're pretty sure, like, even without making a check, as long as they don't try and, like, dive head first at full speed, they'll be okay.
Okay.
Only thing is the Astromech droid isn't going to have a good way to slow himself down.
Can't he be like BB-8 and have like those little cables that he can just kind of like move down on? No.
BB-8 units aren't invented yet.
Rip.
Well, maybe they can tie him to the rope and do it like 50 feet or whatever.
Okay.
Right? Like kind of like tie him, go down, like do that like 4 times.
So
I mean, my hands are tied. I can't do anything here.
You guys are just going to take it slow then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I won't make you make a check. If your plan is to take it slow, that's fine. You can do that.
While I wait for them, can I do a mechanics check? Like just kind of like scout it out, see if I can help out Xanya when she gets here?
Yes. However, this will be a very difficult check for you. For reasons unknown to your character, it would be substantially easier for Xanya.
Yeah, I want to like take a look, right? Because I'm waiting for them anyway, being like, maybe I can point stuff out to her.
Yep, the difficulty is set.
Can, instead of doing it by yourself, can you, like, tell me what you see, and then maybe I could try to walk you through it that way? Maybe that would be, like, a boost die or something?
Well, I'm assuming you can still do it when you get down here. Like, my intention was kind of to try and get you a boost die by the time you got down here, but my roll sucked, so I don't give you a boost die.
Pew.
Something has gone through some of these bulkheads, and this hallway kind of curves very gently. Something has gone through a couple of these bulkheads rather violently, and cut through it. You are not certain what it is, because you didn't really take a close look at the deck plating that was cut away, like the grating on the upper floor. You have no way to correlate the fact that it likely the same thing cut that and cut this, or something similar. So you aren't sure. At one end of the hallway, you see actually a door that has seemingly been melted shut by something. You think, even without making a check, you think you could clear this if you had like the right equipment. In any case, it appears to lead away from the direction you want to go. So you're not super pressed about it. The direction you want to go towards the control room that you were aiming to get to is on the other side of a set of double doors. A cursory inspection of those doors reveals that they are powered, but your party is still coming down the tube. So it's up to you as to whether or not you want to open the doors.
These are like doors adjacent to the ones I just tried to open?
Now, like the hallway curves, and you see the doors that are melted. And then at the opposite end of the hallway are 2 double doors that go into the control room on the map that you know you need to get into.
I'm going to wait for my party.
Okay.
I'm just going to wait. They shouldn't be here too long. Like, I know how long it took me to get down here, so I'm going to wait for them.
So, because they have to take the Astromech droid down, it takes them about 10 minutes to do it safely, and it's loud.
Oh boy.
It makes a lot of noise. The droid, I don't know if I were an Astromech droid, I would not want meat bags caring for my safety as they drag me down a tube. But that is essentially what is happening, and it's not quiet.
Well, it's a good thing we use a light side point to bring some bubble wrap that we can wrap.
Some moving coasters that we put under the droid.
That would be the weirdest use for a Destiny point ever. Bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, I'd say that's worth. That's totally worth. In my humble opinion.
Is there any cloth or anything in the... I don't know if we could make it quieter, though, I guess.
You honestly, at this point, you think that you probably caused a fair amount of noise anyways.
Anyway, yeah.
Stuff down the tube.
We shot 2 cats in the previous room.
There's also that, but
that's true.
So you eventually make it down, and at this point, Xanya, if you want to take a look at the marks on the wall, I need to press the difference. I'm actually going to say that you can have a boost die because you've something.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to run a mechanics check.
This is the melted door?
This is, well, you can look at the door, or there's marks in the bulkheads where seemingly something has cut through.
Ooh, interesting roll.
Okay, so these marks are similar to the ones you saw upstairs, but somewhat different. It seems to be the same general width of the other marks that you saw upstairs. Like whatever cut this is a similar like energy source to the one that cut the one upstairs.
Okay.
But you don't see some of the same sort of like flashing that you saw upstairs, leading you to believe that whatever cut this was somewhat more focused and stable than whatever cut the floor upstairs.
Okay.
You still don't totally recognize what it is, but just now that you have a bigger sample size, you think that it was probably like a high-intensity plasma beam. It's just not the kind of plasma beam that you would expect from like a drill or a cutter, because it's too wide. There would seemingly be... And also, why is someone running around in a hallway with a high-intensity plasma cutter cutting bulkheads?
Why
that
indeed?
Also doesn't make sense. You could see the argument for the deck plating if you wanted to make a trap, but this makes no sense. Like, you're like, I don't know. However, the similarity between these two things kind of simultaneously excites and frightens your character, because you don't know what either of these things are, but they're obviously different. It'd be cool to learn more about them, maybe, but you're not sure how to make that happen, really.
Okay.
The strain, I'm gonna just say that you lean in to look at it, at the marks in the bulkheads, and you accidentally kind of move your foot a bit too far forward, and you knock your foot into the bulkhead, and it makes a loud ringing noise.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. This is some interesting stuff, guys.
Yeah.
So, what is the plan? You have a melty door.
We're all down. We're all down on the same level now, right?
Yes, you guys are all on the same level in this like gradually curving hallway. As you guys like are in this hallway and like you're looking at the melt cut marks in the bulkhead, you see that the floor looks like it was probably actually like underlit. Like the panels of the floor are transparent enough to allow lighting to come through, but that system is not active for whatever reason. That would normally provide the illumination in this hallway. Like there's no overhead lighting or anything.
The non-melty door is where the map told us to go, right?
That's right. But you can check out the melty door if you want.
The melty door she already checked out to see that it was like the same markings, though, right?
She checked the bulkheads on the door.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to
Yeah, you
Check
I
the
mean, you might as
door?
well check out the melting door, make sure like nothing crazy is going on behind us when we go into the other door.
Yeah. Okay. Same check.
Well, oh, you already rolled it? Somebody roll it?
I just pressed the button.
Oh. And it's very similar in result.
Uh-huh.
So you're pretty sure that whatever high intensity plasma blade caused that, like somebody stuck the beam in this door, and it just melted the seam of this door.
Okay.
And that's why it's shut. The markings, the energy source looks closer to the one upstairs than the one you just looked at, though. You see some of the flashing that implies that the energy beam was not stable.
Stuff went down here, guys. Some stuff went down.
Some very interesting stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, in my mind, I think I know what's going on here, but not in my character's mind. So
Yeah.
I think we should just go and find the most droid because, yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
I agree.
Maybe this is just damage and cool, not my problem. Let's get the most droid.
Let's go find Mousy.
So you guys are going through the power door then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys hit the button, the doors slide open. And this room is somewhat like the room that you guys were in upstairs, but larger. And the window set into the wall has been broken outward. Like the glass is gone, much of the frame of the actual like the window itself is gone, and there are canisters here too, but you note with some consternation that these canisters are actually not on the ground. And silhouetted against the window is a hooded figure.
Oh boy.
Who rises from her knees, turns towards you, and into her hand appears this cylinder that she whips out, and she presses a button on it, and you immediately know where the high-intensity plasma blade that was upstairs and at the door came from.
Ah!
What?
You've heard about these kinds of weapons before, and maybe you've even seen a picture of one. And if you've seen a picture of one, you know that this particular example of this weapon is not well maintained.
Okay.
The blade is fluctuating heavily, and its like emerald crackle implies that it is unstable and probably unsafe for use. The figure wielding it does not seem concerned by that. She looks at you and with her left hand raises it, and you see that many of the canisters in this room just lift slowly off the ground.
Okay.
Close the door, close the door.
Just go back to where we came from, guys.
Let's just get another mouse droid and give it to him. He'll never know the difference. Close the door.
You seem busy. We'll leave.
So I need initiative.
Oh, man.
Hey, Calum, you remember that cool idea you had about throwing the... Yeah. How about that?
Let me see.
Put down the tube safely. It didn't blow up there, so we still got it.
Is this? Can we do cool, or do we have to do vigilance?
This is vigilance. Like you guys literally open a door and there's someone with a lightsaber inside. So.
Hi.
There's difficulty dice on right now.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
Try again.
And she is very aware of your presence.
Naturally.
These are not great initiatives, guys. Whoa!
Oh wow, you guys actually got one better than me.
Yay!
Is your vigilance seriously 5 green and a yellow?
Oh no, it's not. That's because I have dice in here. Sorry, reroll yours.
Third time lucky. Here we go.
Sorry. I got
Two.
wrecked.
This time.
Go. This time we're real.
This time, here we go. I'm ready.
Go.
Go.
I hit the button twice because the first time nothing happened.
Well, it actually doesn't affect anything. She goes first, and then.
All right.
I feel like
Sweet.
this might be a little bit more than we had planned.
So
It's fine.
as
I have this
the
extra item. It's called a canister of compressed carbonite.
Oh boy.
as the situation begins, you guys see that the weapon in her hand is crackling madly with energy, and it appears to be unsafe. And I'm gonna see what happens. Okay. So sparks fly out of it, and it remains intact, but it appears to be somewhat less damaging maybe than it was before. It's hard to say. I mean, getting hit by a plasma blade is always going to hurt, but it looks like the weapon itself is breaking down. As she raises her face to you, you can see under the hood the face of an elderly woman. She seems very hard to reach. Like, she has been living here for a while, it would seem. And she is not at all deterred by you. She spends her turn doing something that not many of you really understand. What's she gonna do? She's got so many great options.
That sounds awful. I don't like how that sounds.
She doesn't need any options, really.
Options are bad. Do not like options.
I'm going to throw out a wild idea. Does she appear hostile?
She appears very hostile.
Okay, she ignites the blade, raises up all the explosives, but I mean, maybe she's got a smile on her face, and it's like...
That would be hostile.
Yeah, but if she's like, take what you want, and I'm making it easier for you, I'm lifting it all up.
That would be
Hostile.
That's terrifying.
So yeah, the green blade in her hand crackles. She raises her hand, and he attempts... Oh, man. What is, I need the discipline for R323 and, Tetsu. For discipline, whatever it is.
You used to roll it?
I just need you to tell me what the value of it.
I have a yellow, green, green.
I have 2 greens. It's one of my career skills.
Alright.
I'm not scared, I swear, guys.
And
I was
I'm
totally
actually
ready.
going to use...
Oh boy.
Rip
Can't
us.
use a green lightsaber and be dark side. Sorry.
Yeah, you can.
That's what you
Sure.
She's had this lightsaber a while from what it looks like. Oh. Have to...
I don't even know what's being rolled, but I'm slightly afraid.
I am too.
Okay, so for...
You're not being attacked. Apparently, it's me and Tetsu.
Tetsu, I am being attacked.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So she extends her left hand, and all the canisters in the room drop. And...
Hopefully very lightly so they don't explode.
Yeah, they don't explode. And...
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's the bubble wrap, you know? We put the bubble wrap underneath.
We threw
always
the bubble wrap in the
every
room
time.
and wrapped around everything.
Bubble wrap is the way to go.
And R323 and Tetsu both start lifting off the ground.
Okay.
And R323, you feel like your body is being crushed.
Do I feel that though?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Alright.
It's not like it's not a mental thing. Your body is being crushed by something.
Oh, is that okay?
Do I also
And-
feel that?
Yes, and I need you guys both to roll D100s.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
Oh.
Low is good, right?
Always good.
I feel like 69 is an automatic pass and nothing happens to me.
Negative. 48. Okay, so R323
Is my
is...
clavicle broken? Maybe?
No. Your central processing unit is damaged somewhat by this. And you take 3 damage ignoring soak. And also, hilariously, upgrade the difficulty of intellect and cunning checks until the end of the encounter, which I'm pretty sure you will not make either of. But
intellect and cunning.
yeah, not
Do
your
you have an
wheelhouse.
intellect?
I actually have 2 intellects.
As for Tetsu, as the air starts to drain from your lungs and you start, your eyes start to sort of cloud over with red and black spots, and there's a panic moment. You do not add boost dice to skill checks until the end of the encounter. You can't benefit from boost dice at all.
That sucks.
Your senses are scattered as your the blood drains from your head. Basically, it's not good. That is her turn.
All right. Are we still in the air?
Yeah. So
Okay.
both R323 and Tetsu are immobilized at short range. So you can't move.
I'm assuming that means drawing weapons as well.
How are we defining move here?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to throw my canister of carbonite at there.
It says you cannot perform maneuvers. You can throw it. That's fine. That's an action. I'll allow you to throw that.
Was he already holding it though?
Yeah, I've been holding it the whole time. I said.
Cool.
And I can't draw my weapon until I get rid of it anyway, so...
I feel like her being a force user, she might have a way to
Yeah, but it's not her turn. It's turn-based combat. It's fine.
Meta.
Meta game.
So, do I need to roll something for that, or do I just...
Yeah, you have to roll ranged light. The difficulty to throw something at this person is sizable.
From my really good vantage point that she's really just nicely given to me.
No.
It would be really difficult to throw it from below 1 meter, but I'm raised up, I get a good view, I can throw about over the obstacles, it's great. Practiced this before yesterday.
I have set the difficulty. You may roll it. It is not good.
So.
But the canister hits her.
Nice.
Does it even,
Nice.
Does it explode?
Not explode.
Oh.
does anybody mind if I go next? I'm going to try to shoot it.
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
was about to say that. Totally.
Do that
tried
thing
to
we
that.
practiced, you know?
You do that thing.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I have quick draw, so I can take my weapon out.
Yep.
Am I close enough to use the big gun, or should I try to use the...
Yeah, you're at short range.
Okay.
If you want to use the big gun, it's...
All right. I think I'll do that.
Let me set the...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Should I use a light side point or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
Be a
this
big
is
hit.
pretty
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Don't worry about it. He's already got so many dark side points to use anyway. An extra one won't hurt.
All right.
Not
Do I have to... How do I adjust that then once I've done that? Or will it automatically do that?
I don't think it automatically.
You have to upgrade it. Yeah. The only thing that use a light side point thing does is adjust the player pool.
Okay.
It just does that. You have to manually change.
Okay. So I think I should be rolling 3 yellows then.
You can just hit. There's an upgrade section in the dice pool. So all you do is hit it. Upgrade 1. So let me see how
I gotcha.
You just hit upgrade 1.
Okay, cool. All right, and then range light.
Oh man.
That's a triumph. Counts.
Oh dear.
I am taking opinions as to what to do with the triumph. That is,
All right.
you guys may...
He hits the canister and it explodes.
I think it should
That would be his
explode.
success.
Explode in front of her face, so it kind of distracts her, so she drops both Tetsu and the droid.
Oh, that's too good.
Oh man.
That's like...
Along with
That's
other
one of
canisters
them?
in the room.
I'd like Triumph to negate her entire last turn. How do you feel about that? Yeah, I can't.
Other canisters in the room also explode.
So we all just die in a fire.
Yeah.
We're safe. We're
Mutual
elevated above the
destruction,
ground. You know?
show-
Burn it all. Just burn it
We're
all.
protected by the force right now. That's how it works.
That's not how the Force works.
I don't believe in the Force anyway, but it's still here, so I don't claim to understand it.
Well, wait. Can I use that as a link to fire a linked shot, or do I have to hit
You
to
have
do?
to have advantage, and yes, you have to deal
Okay. Okay.
As for the 2 threat, you notice with her right hand, which is holding this plasma beam, she actually just knocks the blaster bolt into the ceiling. Yeah. So you're pretty sure that she is capable of deflecting it at you, and
Does she throw her lightsaber away accidentally?
She does not.
Yeah,
No?
tiebreaker
Okay.
is probably too good too. I was thinking maybe like it doesn't explode, but it lets off like a leak, and it's
Okay.
like on the floor, and it kind of leaves like a smoke screen
It's
type
like
thing.
squirting its way around the
there-
floor around her.
Yeah, like it's kind of
Yeah.
like going around, and it's basically just making it harder to hit, like to aim and stuff.
But do you want it to be harder for you guys to aim? Because she's not aiming things at you.
That's true.
She's killing you with her mind. So I mean, it's up to you. But
Does the cat leap out of the vents and jump on her and claw her?
Yeah, the cat likes the smell of this gas and jumps out. Oh man, I wish.
Does Big B come out of the melted doors?
No.
Okay.
No.
Could it just be distracting enough that it gives her like a setback die or something?
Yeah, it could upgrade the difficulty of her next check if you want, which is probably better.
Yeah.
Because her next check is probably going to be to hit someone with a lightsaber. So.
Yeah.
There's a really big target next to me that's just floating.
Yeah, that's fine. That's actually a really good usage for like Triumph Despair generally. So sure, it will upgrade the difficulty of her next check. You kind of the shot doesn't connect directly with the canister, and the canister sort of careens into her a little bit. So she's hampered by this.
Okay.
And so who's next to go?
I think I have to go next.
All
I
right.
haven't done anything yet. But I am not sure what to do. Because I think it's safe to say that we recognize. Do we recognize this lady from the bounty that was in that bar at all?
That is a great question, and the answer is probably. But she's
Okay.
But that bounty was like 3 years ago, and it appears she's been living underground since then.
She has literally been living under a rock.
You see the resemblance.
They're both middle-aged old women.
Okay.
Is this seriously the old lady?
I think it might be.
Whoa, mind blown.
I think it might be.
Why do you think she was trying to steal a gem?
For the lightsaber.
Lasting life?
Oh!
Yeah. You got it.
Okay.
Everlasting life part?
No.
This lightsaber is obviously in need of a new crystal.
Oh, I see.
Kyber crystals, yo.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Gotta have them. Okay.
Stark soon. No.
Okay. So you mentioned that she looks hostile, right? But
I mean, she's currently again killing 2 of your friends with her.
Sure.
Yeah.
But does she look hostile to the point of like? Does she look like she was just surprised when we came in? Was she surprised by us, or was she like? Did it seem like she was expecting us?
She knew you were there.
Okay.
She was doing one of those badass sit on the floor, my back to the door, like, yeah, you're here. I knew you were here 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's very much like an Emperor Palpatine, like my chair spins around and I am here kind of situation. Yeah.
Cool.
Like, you arrived at last.
Exactly.
I think I have no other choice but to try and.
Are you considering pleading with her? Is that?
I was considering if she seemed like a reasonable enough lady to just be like, "Hey, we don't
want that crystal? We can go get it.
We don't want to fight you because clearly we might lose." So, I did want to negotiate with her. I guess could I give that a shot?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's telling that the group immediately moved towards let's kill the old woman. But I like that you are attempting to negotiate with her.
My negotiating.
Hello, we're being killed. Self-defense.
If I put my weapon down, can I get a boost die?
Yes.
Cool.
You can.
Okay.
I will set the check, and you may go. Set your own boost die though.
Crap. How do I do that?
I will set it. It is set for you. Go.
Yay! Okay.
Do you want to? Did you want to use a light side point?
Yes.
Do
that.
Oh, we do.
Can I loom?
Oh, whoops! I used.
Slow down.
Can I loom from the air of which the Force currently has me? But I'm technically still near her. So can I loom just in the air, being like, "You better listen to her"?
No, you loom, but it's not a very threatening loom because you're being lifted by your throat telekinetically off the ground, and it does not intimidate her in any way. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's hard to be intimidating when you're being choked to death.
Maybe I'm letting her choke me. Maybe I like it.
Weird.
Whoa, slow. Okay. Whoa. This is not Mynock Mysteries After Dark.
Mynock Mysteries After Dark.
Okay, I'm gonna use this one light side point. Yep.
Okay.
Roll again.
Yes.
Okay. 2 advantages. Poop.
Wait. What was the light side used for?
To negotiate with her.
Oh no, you can upgrade.
Yeah, you have to actually upgrade the check.
Yeah, so for those of you in chat, this is another thing you can use a destiny point for, is you can upgrade the ability of a check, making it better for you. Or you can actually upgrade the difficulty of an opponent's check, making it more difficult for them. So that's actually what Xanya is going to do. So you can upgrade one of those greens to a yellow.
Okay, gotcha.
And
That's what
I will keep your boost die on here.
Did I do it?
Oh man.
Oh man.
That is better yet worse.
What do you say to her?
Okay, so I place my gun on the ground and I'm like, we're not here to hurt you, as firmly and like evenly as I can.
Okay. The despair, I'm gonna say, is you have to make... She looks at you in sort of like a... Like, you recognize sort of like the person that this person used to be for a moment. But
okay.
In that same moment, you realize that she is far different than she used to be, and you can see sort of like the hatred that's seething inside of her. And so I'm going to say the despair, you succeed at kind of getting through to her. You see that. But you also sort of glimpse what a dark person this person has become.
Okay.
And so I'm going to need you to make a fear check as a result of the despair. Where, I will set the difficulty for that.
Okay, cool.
And go.
And I'm going to roll cool.
Okay. Try and remain cool. Oh.
Crap! It doesn't work!
Whoa!
Wow.
You were not very...
The second row of failures that I initially did.
Oh, man! Oh,
I
my
didn't
God!
know you could get a second row. Okay. You are greatly disturbed.
Okay.
And I'm going to say maybe with the advantage, you managed to not make it evident to her.
I don't puke everywhere.
Part of her disgusts you, but you do not show it to her with the advantage, if that's cool with you.
Okay, cool.
You, however, are taking a setback die for the rest of this.
Oh boy. Okay.
From the fear part. From failing the fear check. She looks at you with sort of like recognition, and there's a moment where she's standing, like she's silhouetted against the window, like if you want to think about this cinematically. The lightsaber in her hand is crackling. The blade is uneven and untuned, and she looks at you and realizes that maybe there is some path back from some of the things she's done. And I guess if you... we're getting pretty late. Do you want to just leave it there?
That's a pretty good cliffhanger.
That's a pretty good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys as a
we're
group
literally
should probably...
hanging.
Yeah, some of you are literally hanging. For next session, I guess the group will have to decide if they want to continue this diplomatic route, or if they wish to take the simpler and quicker and easier path. Perhaps. Maybe not
I don't
easier.
believe in the Force. It's
How
fine.
are you selling it to us to kill her as the quicker and easier and simpler path?
How am I selling it to you?
Yeah, why are you
Room
selling
full of
it
explosives with a
quicker and easier?
flamethrower.
Well, I mean, the flamethrower is always good. Yeah, so for next session, I guess we'll pick it up there. We'll see if our, I don't want to say heroes, maybe, but our rogues, our band of rogues, is able to make it through this encounter with all of their limbs intact, and hopefully windpipes not crushed.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've about exhausted all of my healing resources, so let's try and stay in one piece and try and make some friends maybe with this dark side evil old woman, but we'll find out next week. Yeah, so before we go, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for tagging along through all of our technical difficulties. We appreciate that. And once again, just wanted to say thank you to Misscliks, and if you haven't already followed them on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube, you can find them at all of those different areas with Misscliks. Also, just so you know, they're a channel that's really dedicated to uplifting women in geek and gaming culture and helping to identify what role models really mean in our community. And you should check out a lot of their other shows as well. They have some great stuff. On Friday nights, they have table flipping board games. Anna Proster does a show with D&D Seaborn currently, so you should check out their schedule. So before we sign off, we'll just do some final shout-outs for all of us. So again, I'm Sylvanora. You can find me on Twitter at Sylvanora, and every Sunday night here on Mynock Mysteries. And GM Josh.
I was trying to read off your screen because I wasn't sure if I was an act. So as for myself, I am a reporter. I write about esports for The Score Esports, so find me on Twitter at Throne Gauntlet. I like to tweet about HOTS. I like to tweet about nerdy things like Star Wars, so I'd be happy to talk lightsabers or perhaps Blizzard game.
Ooh.
Go for it, Adam.
I'm just distraught at being in midair right now.
You can't talk. You and we're being choked out. So
Hey, I have a vocal. I can say what I like. So
that is very
use
true.
a bit backwards, so maybe my sentences are like.
If you don't believe in the Force, though, maybe you think you're just flying.
Yeah. I mean, for you, maybe it's just a better vantage point to hit her with your flamethrower. I mean, what does being in the air really do to you?
Well, he is also being crushed.
Yeah, there's the whole like,
Yeah.
it's like a can thing.
So in real life, Adam, tell us where.
That gets the II on all of the things. I'll probably be tweeting for the next week about how I'm distraught and going to die next.
Well, yeah, sorry, our combo didn't work.
We tried though, and we
Yeah.
nearly got it. I did the front part, you shot it, and then Josh was like, nah.
Yeah.
No,
There were no successes. The dice were nah.
Yeah.
All right, okay. The dice
dark
said nah.
side was really strong with this stream tonight, guys. I just
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
We nearly
Dark
did it.
side.
Next time, this was the practice run. Next, there's other canisters in the room. You know, when I'm not being killed, go get another one.
Yep.
Easy.
So I'm GameFaceKilla, and I'm on table flipping board games on starting again next Friday. We took a week off last Friday, but we'll be back. And you can find me at GameFaceKilla on Twitter.
I'm Palomi. You can find me at PaulomiSP. Don't follow me if you are not into Padme Amidala feels, because there's a lot of those on my Twitter.
I like how you call that out specifically as a thing that people should be aware of.
Recently I started tweeting about how I'm very upset that there are no good figures of Padme. I am a huge Padme fangirl, and it's very upsetting. Like, Disney Infinity should make a Padme character figure. That would be awesome. Nope. They have Ahsoka. They have like.
Ahsoka is way better than Padme. I don't want to get into this. Ahsoka is my bae.
Maybe we need
Ahsoka is my bae.
We need to have like a non-fiction episode of Mynock Mysteries, or a short non-fiction segment where we all argue about the fiction. So it's actually it's metafiction, not non-fiction.
Oh man.
Metafiction, term coin.
Nice.
Anyway.
I have the Kylo Ren Disney Infinity figure, and that's the only one I need.
I have Poe Dameron and Finn on my desk at work, and that's all I have to say about them.
I think we actually have all the Star Wars ones, but we're getting into Disney Infinity, which maybe we should start a stream on Disney Infinity. What's
Polomi. That was such a good veiled reference. I really enjoyed it.
Can of worms opened.
Oh man. All right. Well, that is us for the evening. Thank you again for watching, and we hope you join us next week. We will have the VODs up for this, hopefully edit out some of the technical difficulties later this week. And if you have any feedback for us, please let us know on Twitter. And that is it for the evening. Bye.